Good afternoon, you all. Happy blessed Wednesday, you all. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. I'm your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Y'all come on in for a minute. Talking about this Good Samaritan, you all, out of Atlanta, you all. We have a Good Samaritan who witnessed a crime, you all, a fatal crime indeed. And, he was a Good Samaritan neighborhood, you all, and particularly a guy like myself, or, and I mean by that nature, someone that has possibly been in trouble before, possibly committed some crimes himself in the past as a young man or as a young, growing person in this community, in this neighborhood, where, life took a different turn for this man. And anyway, by him stepping up, you all, was a great thing. I believe this man is definitely a Good Samaritan, you all. And like I said, the reasons why, his name was not disclosed, you all, because I'm pretty sure, more than sure, that, this man, this particular Good Samaritan, you all, he don't want to be characterized as no snitch or nothing like that, you all, in this particular case. And, just because of the lifestyle that he had came up in, so forth and so on. But not only is the man not a snitch, you all, I said it, the man is absolutely not a snitch, and instead of him actually doing what so many of us other people do, is exactly pick up their phone and video record some of these incidents, you all. But in this particular case, we have a young man that actually witnessed a crime, you all. We have a man coming out of Texaco, a gas station, you all, in Atlanta, in which this man proceeded to go into the store, and as he was coming out of the particular store, you all, he witnessed a man in his vehicle, rummaging through his vehicle, possibly trying to steal it or steal some items out of the vehicle. I'm under the impression that the dude, whoever was in the man's vehicle, was trying to take it, possibly carjack him, or you're just possibly trying to steal something on a quick whim, you all. Now, in the process of this man capturing another person into his vehicle, you all, he proceeded to run up on the man and proceeded to get into some kind of short altercation in which he was stabbed. I said, in which the man was stabbed trying to defend his own property, you all, his particular Suburban, his particular truck vehicle, and which is this man's vehicle and his family vehicle, so forth and so on, you all. And he definitely had the right to run up on this vehicle and this person, you all. But in the process of him catching a potential crime going down, which was definitely a crime, breaking into someone else's vehicle or jumping into a vehicle that's not yours and trying to find something. People make mistakes, and sometimes you may get into a vehicle that may look like yours, but then you will proceed to get out and, apologize and make amends for, or short move of such a magnitude. But like I said, back to the particular story in which this man was stabbed, you all. He was stabbed by the perpetrator, the person that was in his vehicle, and died, you all. Now, in the process, this Good Samaritan, he at the store, hood type of neighborhood, he proceeded to follow the man while he was on the phone with the 911, trying to explain to the people what happened, you all. And in this particular case, the suspect launched at the same man that he just killed at the store. Mind you, he didn't know he had killed the man, I'm pretty sure, but he was stabbing a person that was defending their own property. So like I said, you all, it was, man, absolutely a great job by this person. Nor is the police department or I myself am advising anybody to particularly follow a person with a knife, so forth and so on. But like I said, he did the best thing for everybody, you all, which was potentially follow this person and trying to get this person pretty much turned himself in, but he didn't want to do that, you all, and he launched at the man with the knife, and the young man gave it to him, you all. I said it, the Good Samaritan gave it to him, in which he should have, you all. He was defending himself against a suspect that had just stabbed somebody at the corner store. So, I mean, he dropped him, and rightfully so, you all, because each and every person has a right to defend themselves. But like I said, you all, it was just a great example of just doing the right thing, you all. So many times people are programmed and said by street law that this would have been a snitch move, but this is actually protecting your neighborhood. I mean, I don't even understand for some of these young men that say they gangbangers to not actually protect your neighborhood, to not actually do the history on from which you come from and which the particular organization gang that y'all represent. I mean, what do y'all stand for? Do you actually know what it is to be a gang member? I mean, what were they do this when these particular Crips and Bloods actually started, you all? I mean, these are some of the type of things that you need to ask yourself, and then you will come to the terms of what you are actually doing or what you are actually representing. You know, like I said, for a person to be out there and see this particular type of crime happen and not say nothing about it or not actually act on it is just as wrong as the person committing the crime. I said it's just as wrong as the person that's actually acting out the crime, because you're not saying nothing about it. You're not stopping them. You're not doing nothing. You know, like I said, I wouldn't ask anyone or advise anyone to particularly put themselves in harm's way or danger. You know, the proper thing to do would have been to call 911, because, like I said, I mean, this is something that's wrong. This same thing could have happened to your mother, to your daughter, I mean, to your cousin, to your auntie, to your niece, to your nephew, because this particular person was a man, you all. I said that this particular person was a man. And, you know, mind you, if you do that to a man, I mean, women and children are just as likely to be easily victimized. I said it, to be easier victimized, you all. And this is one of the things that being a community, just a community person, just someone that just actually care about your neighborhood, this people that actually care about the difference between right and wrong. I mean, these are the type of things that we shouldn't allow to happen up in any neighborhood, you all. Like I said, kudos go to the Good Samaritan, and I'm just so thankful that things actually worked out for the person, you all, because like I said, he is potentially someone that like I said, come from a lifestyle from which he has made mistakes before, you all, and they are trying to particularly protect this person and give him the opportunity to go on and live a productive lifestyle, which he absolutely should be able to do that, you all. Like I said, this was a very good thing to do, and I really want to share this with you all, because like I said, this is one thing when you don't want to catch this type of content and actually, go viral. Most people, that's the first thing they thinking to do. I mean, this is pretty much all of our solutions, you all, to pretty much pull out that phone and try to get as much footage as you possibly can. But I mean, when do you draw the line when people are getting hurt and killed, or sometimes beat up and assaulted, and we taking these particular pictures of you all, which I still think is the right thing to do, because what if you can't proceed and help, and it's a bad situation, or someone got a gun, or they leaving the scene and you potentially catch their license plate, you all. So these are some great devices. Don't get me wrong. I mean, most people utilize it for bad things, but we have to take it and utilize it for good, you all. I said that we need to utilize these particular type of tools for the good. But like I said, in this particular situation, instead of this man just picking up his phone and trying to go viral, he stepped in to actually do something, you all. And man, this is a great thing. And it's also the greatest thing to die for, you all. We can't, be allowing anybody to be harmed in our neighborhood, you all, whether it's our neighborhood or the next person's neighborhood, and we just there visiting. Our duty is to protect our community as well as our people, the people around us, the old, the young, and the kids, you all, and so forth and so on. Our women, children, you all know. Like I said, this is something that, like I said, I wish we would see a whole lot more of that, you all. And, in this particular day and age and time, this is the type of thing that we are going to need to be safe collectively, to be safe as a whole, you all, to protect each other, you all. Like I say, this is one of the greatest rewards to really die for, one of the greatest actions that you can possibly do is to give your life for the life of someone else, you all. Like I said, I'm not saying that you should go out there and just straight up die for somebody, but like I say, within our means, do whatever you can to keep others from being harmed, to stop fights, to stop confrontation, and all this senseless killing and robbing into our particular neighborhoods, you all. And like I said, this was a perfect example, you all, that display. When you look around in your neighborhood and you just see somebody getting robbed that ain't done nothing to nobody, you all, and then they get stabbed, so forth and so on. And I would have done the same thing, man. If hey, man, that's wrong. Hey, stop. Hey, man, we got to catch this dude or something, you all. It's just common sense. It's just something that's in you that gives you this motivation, this desire to stop something so inhumane, you all. I mean, this is something that all of us should desire to do. Like I said, getting money is one thing, but taking money is another. I said it, getting money is one thing, but taking money from other people and hurting them behind it is another thing, you all. And this, like I said again, this is something that we should not allow in any community. I said in any community, you all. Copyright disclaimer under Title 17 U.S.C. Sections 107. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit, educational, and personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. It tips to balance in favor of fair use, you all. Like I said, I do have a few clips, and I would like to share it with you all. First, I'm going to go ahead on and read it and then show the video as I'm proceeding to do, you all. It said ADP, that's Atlanta Police Department's witness shot suspect after to follow him from a deadly stabbing scene, you all. And it said a witness shot a suspect in a fatal fatally deadly stabbing Monday morning after following the knife weatherman from the Southwest Atlanta gas station to a nearly by apartment complex, police said. Investigators believe that the suspect lunged at him, witness with a knife, and the witnesses responded with gunfire. According to the Atlanta Police Department Chief Charles Hampton Jr., the two violent encounters took place about a block apart from M.L. King Jr. Drive, you all, in the Harlan Terrace neighborhood. They said, according to the Hampton, a man was stabbed multiple times about 6:20 a.m. at the Texaco corner of the M.L. King Jr. Drive in Peyton Place and later died at a Grandin Memorial Hospital. He was identified in Fulton Medical Examiner's Office as 39-year-old Brandon Scott, you all. 39-year-old Brandon Scott. And so, my condolences go out to the Scott family, Brandon Scott, and, his family, you all. Because like I said, this man's life was taken very sensitively, you all. Someone was in his vehicle, and he's trying to do all he can do to defend the property that he has, you all. Like I said, he was fatally stabbed and killed, and the witness, if anybody is joining now, the witness actually followed the suspect and killed him, wind up shooting him dead, you all. Anyway, let me finish reading. It said, we know it is the victim stopped here at this Texaco gas station, came back outside to the vehicle and noticed that someone was inside his vehicle. It said the deputy chief told the reporters from the gas station seeing some type of physical altercation ensued, and that's where he was stabbed, you all. They said a witness described as a concerned individual followed the stabbing suspect as he walked 1 block west of seven Courts apartments in an attempt to provide police with information, Hampton said. It said some sort of confrontation took place and the witness fired multiple times on the stabbing suspect, he said. The suspect was shot at least once and being detained at Grady, you all. It said the witness was being questioned Monday morning at Atlanta Police Headquarters. Investigators have not determined if he will be charged. They say the names of the suspect and the witness were not provided. Obviously, we don't encourage anyone to, to get involved, but if the circumstance is that the individual was coming for him with a weapon, he does have a right to defend himself, Hampton said, which is the police chief that will be under investigation, you all. It said both scenes remain active for the following hours Monday morning. Hampton said officers recovered both witnesses' handgun and the weapon that was used at the gas station, you all. So they recovered the gun from the gunman, which was a neighborhood person. He turned in 2 weapons, you all. Like I said, this was something he may have had for his own protection. But like I said, he had witnessed this, and this was a good thing that he had done, you all. Like I said, I'm just thankful that he didn't get hurt in the process, but he definitely done the right thing to me. It said the usual incident caught the attention of Atlanta City Councilwoman Andrea Boone, who represents District 10, which includes Harlan Terrace. In a statement, Boone emphasized that the importance of safety at local businesses and said that acts of random violence like this one that occurs morning at the Texaco on the corner of M.L. King are determined to our neighborhoods, or a deterrent to our neighborhoods and communities, you all. It said Boone invites members of the community to attend multiple court Thursday when the councilwoman would testify in the hearing about the different gas station on M.L. King Jr. Drive's deemed a nuisance property, you all. It said the gas station and Citco at the location of M.L. King Jr. Drive has been subject to nearly 100 calls and 911 calls, you all. Boone said on the calls that were placed last month, you all. So it's pretty much getting particularly bad at these ML Kings and a lot of other ML Kings, you all. I'm glad in my particular hometown where I was born at is Beaumont, Texas, you all. Our ML King is pretty much it's very long, but it pretty much starts from near the college campus, and pretty much from one end side of town to the next end side of town, but it's more of a small highway or a small feeder road, you all, or which would be some type of small tollway, interstate, as you know, as well. Something like I said, it's not particularly a place where a lot of people can come lauder and hang out. I don't know why people want to identify some of our great leaders like their names have been street names, and then they want to go pile up on it and get high on it and do so many other things that's not just right in our community, you all, but in these particular cases at these particular Texacos and ML King in Atlanta, these particular stores have been high crime deemed, like she said, the police chief said is, nuisances to some of these particular neighborhoods, you all. So like I said, I didn't want to really tear too long on this one because I may have a few other things that I can possibly jump on today. But, like I said, this was something to talk about because like I said, I'm more than sure, you all, this guy is, he has grown up particularly hood, you all, and it was absolutely the right thing to do to protect his own neighborhoods, you all, because this, like I said, no doubt could have happened to anybody. And who wants to witness somebody getting particularly stabbed behind their own vehicle? I mean, nobody want to see nothing like that. And prayerfully, everybody will take action or start to take action and not just pull out their phones and trying to get some kind of viral, this kind of viral, y'all know what I'm trying to say. This kind of viral stuff that's going on, you all. These hits and likes and so many, so forth and so on. Anyway, I didn't want to tear too long on this one. Go our First Christ Gang. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Peace. I do have the links and stuff. Yeah. Get with this one.